How's it going? How's it going, guys and women? I don't discriminate or know who's watching me. But we're doing, another day, another LeetCode problem. We're doing 258 add digits. I'll throw a lot of the binary tree problems in. My goodness, most of those are very hard. Um, I don't think I can solve most of those just intuitively without looking at the solutions tab. So I have a bunch of schoolwork to do today, like normal. I'm gonna do an easy problem. I found this one and I thought it was a nice problem. Given an integer num, repeatedly add all its digits until the result only has one digit and return it. So example one gives you 38. The output is 2 because you take 38, you want to add 3 and 8 together, and then you get 11. And then 11, since it's not one digit, you add its digits together. So then 1 plus 1 would give you 2. So we want to return the num because we're going to do a bit of math to it, right? And then we want to loop over this while the num is greater than or equal to 10, right? So this is just saying that it's not one digit. We want to keep on doing our operations on it. So then what we want to do is we want to store the number into a temp variable. So int temp is equal to num, and then we're going to set num equal to 0. Because num is going to hold our addition, and temp, we're going to have to get every digit and store that addition. So for each digit, we want to get the digit, add them together, and then num should be 11 by the end of the first loop. And then we'll go back into the loop since it's greater than 10, greater than or equal to 10. We're going to go back through and add those digits up. So the next thing we want to do while temp does not equal 0. And we're going to go ahead and loop through this. So we want num to be plus equal to temp mod 10. So what mod 10 does is it gives you the remainder of the division. So given the value 38, 38 modded by 10 would give you 8, because if you divide it by 10, you'd get 3. So it gives you the remainder and the division. And then we want to store the division back in temp. So temp divide equal, we're going to use the divide equal operator, divided by 10 would store the 3. So if you use 10, this is how you get every digit. This is a fairly, I would say, a fairly frequently used operator or operations to get the digits of each number. So you just mod it by 10 and divide it by 10 to get the 8, and then the next round it would just temp would be equal to 3. And then I think that's all you have to do. Because this will add up the digits for the current number and store it into num. Num will get the 11, and then we'll go back through the while loop. It'll see that num is not a single digit, so then it will do this operation again and add up all the digits, and then it'll go back through, and then if num is less than 10, then it will break out and then return the num. And if we run this, it should. Shadow's got the zoomies right now. And if we submit this, make sure I'm actually recording, unlike yesterday. It runs in 1 millisecond, beats 47%. And I don't think it's too bad of a solution. And we'll walk through it real quick for the first problem. So given the number 38 right here, we see that 38 is greater than 10. So we'll store temp. Temp is going to be equal to 38. And then we're going to set num equal to 0 before we go into the second while loop. So the second while loop is while temp is not equal to 0. You see it's not 0. We'll go ahead and add the temp mod 10 to num. So if you do temp mod 10, that's the same as, dividing by 10 to 38, which would give you 3. And then 30, subtract those, and then you get 8. 10 doesn't go into 8, so it would have a remainder. I can't write, remainder of 8. So all mod does is give you the remainder. So now num would be num 0 plus 8. So that would give you 8. And then we set temp equal to temp divided by 10, and you see that would be 3. Well, temp is not 0 yet, so we still have a digit in the number that we have to add. And then so we'll do we'll add temp mod 10 to number again, and 10 divided by 3 would give you 0. So, and the remainder would be 3. So we just go ahead and add 3 to the 8 we have, and that gives us 11. And as you see, that's what they're wanting here, is to add up all the digits. And then we'll break out the while loop since, and then we'll store temp divided by 10 again. That would be 0. So number is now 11, which is what we wanted. Temp is 0, so we break out the while loop. And then we see that number is still greater than 10, greater than or equal to 10. So we'll do this loop again. So we'll restart from the top. So temp is now equal to 11. We set it equal to number. And then we set num equal to 0 because we want to store the addition. And then we go ahead and loop while temp is not equal to 0. We take num and we add it to the temp mod 10. So num 11 mod 10 would give you the remainder of 1 because 10 goes into it one time. 1 times 10 is 10. 10 minus 11 is 1. So we'll just add 1 to the number. And then we'll store temp divided by 10. And 10 divided by 10, 10 goes into 11 one time. So you also store the 1 in here. And then we'll take num and add the mod 10 to the current num. So it's 1. 1 mod 10 is 1. So you do 1 plus 1 gives you 2. And then temp is equal to 1 divided by 10, which also gives you 0. Since it's 0, we break out of the while loop and we break out of this loop. We go back to the top, we'll check, see if num is greater than or equal to 10, which num is equal to 2. And that's what they want us to return. It's the 2. This one's not too bad of a problem. Another easy problem for y'all. Just kind of getting in the routine, staying in the routine of doing it every day. When I have a little bit more time, we're going to do some more complicated problems. Today I have to do some threading programming, so I might make a video on that, on kind of what I'm learning, because I don't know anything about multi-threading. I'm probably going to watch a little short video. I have to make 9 programs that do with multi-threading. One's going to be CPU usage. We have to track a bunch of metrics for my research paper, and I might document that and go ahead and show that on this channel, and see how y'all like that. Yeah, I want to say thank y'all again for all. I have to say this every video, but it's actually astounding to me how many subscribers we got. 236. We've gotten like 40 or 50 in the past 3 or 4 days, and then our day 30 video got 1,000 views. So if you're from that video, thank you. You can go ahead and check out any of the other videos in the description. I always have the problem I solve, so you can go ahead and check that out and see if one interests you. A lot of those are longer. Some of the longer videos I did multiple problems, like I'm pretty sure day 19 I did like 2 or 3, and then there's a 40-minute video somewhere. Maybe that is day 19. 100 sub special, I did three different problems because it was the 100 sub special. I might do something at 250 and then something at 500 and then something at 1,000. If we keep on growing as a channel, of course. But that's gonna be all for today's video. I got some food warming up. Oh, excuse me. I'm about to go eat it. But as always, you'll stay blessed, stay healthy, keep coding, and I'll catch you on the next video. Hey Devs is out.